You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Femi Fani Kayode under EFCC investigation over forgery allegation. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) is currently probing a one-time Minister of Aviation Minister Femi Fani Kayode on a recent development bordering on forgery before Federal High Court, Lagos. The Lagos State EFCC office is expecting Femi Fani Kayode on November 24, 2021 to answer questions on possible forgery of hospital documents to deceive the court handling the case against him on money laundering claims with a view to hindering hearing. ICIR reports. It was reported that Femi Fani Kayode might well be deploying a fake method between him and some medical officers on the medical excuses to enable him escape trial. Information guide in Nigeria has reported the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC), after receiving the defendant's recent letter, observed the trend Fani Kayode's letters had taken in getting adjournments and decided to look critically at the development. The agency observed all the letters were supposedly represented or presented by the Kubwa General Hospital, Abuja, except one submitted from the Federal Staff Hospital, Federal Ministry of Health, Abuja. The letters were signed by different doctors, with the last one in October stating that the patient Fani Kayode has been diagnosed by one Dr. S.A. Tobechuku and signed by him. The agency wrote to the Kubwa General Hospital on October 12, 2021, seeking the authenticity of the letter. The hospital replied the next day, October 13, 2021, debunking Fani Kayode's claim and declaring there was no Dr. Tobechuku in its employment, and that, in fact, none of the names of the doctors who purportedly issued the 5 letters existed in the hospital record, which is embedded in the result. The hospital also disclosed that no Femi Fani Kayode had ever been diagnosed or treated as a patient at the hospital. The letter aired on the paper that Fani Kayode used for his letters. The hospital stated it was fake and did not bear its reference number, just as a format of the patient's number that he used, and did not tally with the format in the hospital's database. Consequent to that finding, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission wrote to Fani Kayode on November 4, 2021, inviting him to report at its Lagos office on November 10, 2021 for a chat. Femi Fani Kayode replied to the EFCC, which is the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, letter on November 9, 2021, adding he would be unable to honor the invitation because he would be appearing before an Abuja court on Tuesday, November 16, 2021, in a criminal case and would need to prepare for the case with his lawyers. He requested that the agency shift the date to November 17th or 18th, 2021, but he did not show up on the newly appointed date. Instead, he again said he would honor the invitation on November 24, 2021, and should be allowed to appear at the Abuja office instead of the Lagos office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC). But the agency promptly rejected his request to appear at the Abuja office rather than the Lagos office, as the money laundering case against him that had elicited the invitation to him was being heard at the Federal High Court, Lagos, and not in Abuja. Yes, that is a report, coming, as it is that Femi Fani Kayode forged a medical letter stating that he is sick, just for him not to honor the EFCC, which is the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, to come and answer for his money laundering, which has been stated that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission EFCC currently probing him when he was a once minister of aviation, Femi Fani Kayode, on the recent development bordering on forgery before a federal high court, Lagos. So there's another case upon him that is forging to be sick, and meanwhile the letter or the headline or the letter-headed paper submitted was a fake one, and the hospital has already denied that claim, that they do not have a patient called Femi Fani Kayode that has never visited the hospital. So in the case of the letter-headed paper, it was a forged one, and the hospital also disclosed that no Femi Fani Kayode had ever been diagnosed or treated as a patient at the hospital. The letterhead on the paper that Femi Fani Kayode used for his letters, the hospital stated was a fake one and did not bear its reference number, just as the format of the patient's number that he used, and it did not tally with the format in the hospital's database. Yes, it also wrote to Femi Fani Kayode. They stated it that should be on November 4, 2021, inviting him to report at his Lagos office on November 10th, 2021 for a chat. Well, Femi Fani Kayode also replied to the EFCC letter on November 9, 2021, adding he would be unable to honor the invitation because he would be appearing before an Abuja court on Tuesday, November 16, 2021, in a criminal case and would need to prepare for the case with his lawyers. He requested that the agency shift the date to November 17th or 18th, 2021, but he did not show up on the newly appointed date. Instead, he again said he would honor the invitation on November 24, 2021, and should be allowed to appear at the Abuja office instead of the Lagos office of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. But the agency promptly rejected his request to appear at the Abuja office rather than the Lagos office, as the money laundering case against him that had elicited the invitation to him was being heard at a federal high court, Lagos, and not Abuja. So I think they said if you run to APC, your sins are covered. That was what Oshiomhole said. As it is, he ran to APC. Instead of them shielding him, they want to open his open his inyash. Well, someone says Oga ran to APC to escape a ravenous beast, only to discover the beast lives right inside the off and doesn't recognize him. Definitely, Femi Fani Kayode never saw this coming. It's only dogs that feed on their vomit. No, even dogs do not eat their vomit again. The guy is vile, worse than dogs. Well, Fani Kayode is a clown, as it is. Say Femi Fani Kayode is a clown. Maybe he thinks by defecting to APC he will evade justice. I know that his defection has a hidden agenda. Very soon, Fani Kayode will not be able to make any statements in this country again. What a joke. It's a joke, really. Well, he thinks he is a wise man. The lion is a friend. All I know is that FFK, Femi Fani Kayode, will find his way home. Is it not Nigeria, where the entire families of impossibilities is only seen on the faces of the poor? The case, the EFCC, the judge, the prosecutor, and the defense counsel is all defection to APC and get your freedom and eat the stolen money. The wonders of judgment is when the poor steal bread. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I would like you to share your views in the comment section. Thanks for listening, and God bless.